Good evening, everyone.
Howdy.
Sorry about last night. From the moment I got up, I didn't feel great. So I said to Chris, I'm having night off. Hi, Bria. I am Jad. So, yeah, tonight I'm flying solo. Tracy's got really bad hay fever. So she did let me know this morning. So, yeah. Tonight, mini egg Rice Krispie squares and Easter bunny button cookies. Now, on the cookies, you're supposed to get pastel M&Ms. I couldn't get any. So I've just bought, well, they're actually crispy M&Ms. And then they've got like a biscuity inside. So, yeah, they'll have to do because I couldn't get anything else. So, I am going to be making the Rice Krispie squares first. So, yeah. Quite easy, actually. But it with the amount of ingredients for the cookies, it does say they make 48, but they're dead diddy cookies. So I've gone like with a like a medium cookie scoop. So I'll just get me what do we call it? Front hand. Oh, crikey. Obviously me hob. Yeah, well, they're not just Rice Krispie squares. They've got mini eggs in them as well, as on top. So, yeah, got mini eggs inside and mini eggs on top. Because you put like a layer of chocolate on and then sprinkle some on top.
So, Bob, there got to be no more Johnny 5 channel.
Oh dear. What you been up to, Mr. N? I've been a naughty boy. Oh, sorry if I... But before I do anything, but you see, this is the thing, Bria. With the cookies, you're supposed to top them with pastel M&Ms, but I couldn't get any. Where are they? Oh, they're right over here. Oh, crap. What's that? What's that? Something's coming out of it.
Oh, there's a bowl.
Well, I know.
There's some in it.
So, yeah, the ones I got were them. No, it's my fault. It's me that I think it's sugar. I'm not sure.
It's because you had your shower cap on it. Oh, yeah.
There's some outside as well. Sorry.
Where's that go?
No, come here. Look.
Oh, over there, look. Hey.
Yeah, you've got to know what you're doing.
Leeds. Oh, they went shouting Saturday, wasn't it, on the week? Yeah. Only sing when you're winning, Johnny. Didn't see him other day anyway. We're in his hidey hole.
Never mind.
Can't take it, don't give it.
Hi, Tommy.
Tommy!
It's all right. We've had a little bit of a mishap. Still something bloody thing. How the frig did get it out? Oh, that's it. Done it. All to play for, Johnny. That's what I keep saying.
There's only 5 days remaining. Can all change on Saturday.
That's it.
Oh, shit. Ow. Buried my ball.
Do we really want to know?
Sorry, I spilled coffee.
Burning his bollocks. Yeah, burning his bollocks. So yeah. So right, I'm gonna get on. Obviously I'm gonna make the Rice Krispie squares first. So sniffles and all. I'm gonna put 150 grams of Rice Krispies in a bowl ready. So that's 150 grams of Rice Krispies. Because what I'm doing here is I'm going to melt butter and the marshmallows, and then you put it straight in. You put them straight into Rice Krispies. So I thought, well, I'll get that out of the way. I'll have it prepared outside. So, right. Now this is 50 grams of butter. Ding. I'm just going to put this on. Just going to melt this first. Well, sort of melt it. Because you put, oh, pardon me. This is 275 grams of mini marshmallows. Oh, I'm putting them in there and I'm, yeah.
Oh, what a job that was.
So we'll wait for that to melt a little bit before I start adding some. Shut up.
It's been a little mixer.
Hey?
It's been a little mixer.
Yeah, no, he spilt some coffee on his knick-knack paddywhacks, Tommy. So, that kind of mishap. Bit of a dangerous one. At least there's one thing, Johnny. You'll have peace and quiet for a week after weekend. Now it says it says low to medium. I've got it on 60 degrees. So I'm wondering if I ought to. Oh, it's not going any lower. So that's nuts on red alert. What? Oh, you mean Chris? Yeah.
What?
He dropped some coffee on him, Johnny. Yeah. He yeah, you don't want to spill out on, you don't want to spill out on them. Never mind hot coffee. Tommy says, luckily, coffee's a stimulant. So that is 275 grams of marshmallows there. So just going to wait till that's all melted. But yeah, I ain't got no water to pour on them, Tommy. Still not fully melted. Hey, watch out, Friday, it's going to be in 20s, supposedly. So get your sun cream out and your shorts and your sunglasses. It's going to be a warm one. It's alright, it's this bleeping because I've took pan off it. I think to see if it's still a bit of... Shut up. Mind you, not that I'll be going out anyway. Oh, what am I doing? What have I done? Oh, that's timer. Oops. Press it timer me.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yes.
Right. I think will you get the neck fan charged up? Baby, will you take this away for me, please? Baby? Baby?
No.
Will you take this for me, please? It's all tangled in wires here. Yeah. Who? Who are we on about now?
Yes,
there you go. Yeah. So yeah, so now we're going to add the marshmallow mix to the Rice Krispies. I love this pan because it's so easy to... You're not. Buy your own. So yeah, I'm just going to coat the... I'm about nicking off with my pans now. And get your own.
So when I do get a van, everything's going to be electric. It's going to have no gas in it whatsoever.
Oh. Right, so into this, now it don't matter which I put in because they're both 200 grams of mini eggs, and it says you've got to be quick otherwise it'll melt the mini eggs. But it's not exactly an easy task because it's like spider webs, you know, the marshmallow. So I'm going to put it in a 9-inch square baking pan. Bigger. Cool, look at that. Oh, you can see like spidey webs.
Can't stand out of the corners, Jesus Christ.
And right, got everything. Now you see, the thing is, it says you're supposed to do this bit with your hands, but I've got my secret weapon. Well, it's not a secret weapon really, just to save me from getting my hands dirty or sticky. Got my dildo. One way of doing it, isn't it? Hiya Austin, how are you?
Hello, Austin, lad.
No getting my hands all sticky and dirty, basically. It's doing the job I want it to do. Baby, will you melt me that?
So let me finish my pipe.
That is for other. And it's got the desired effect. It's flat, it's compact. See what I mean?
They're not bad as surround pack, they're even in the north top of the AR. It's telling me your name.
Well, that is that. So now Chris is going to melt me 300 grams of white chocolate chips. Just 30 seconds.
I don't have to melt them.
Oh, look at him when I want to melt them. It says here, top tip, buttering your hand slightly can prevent any sticking and makes it easy to press down. I've used a wooden tamper and I ain't got my hands sticky or anything. Oh, there you go. It's another top tip. So yeah, jobs are good in. I knew that'd come in handy for what? Yeah, compacting it down, and yeah, I ain't got my hands sticky. Jobs are good in. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so while we're waiting for Chris, I'll just have a nitty natter. So yeah, the white chocolate goes on top of this, and then you sprinkle the other 200 grams of mini eggs. Now it does say some crushed, some whole, so I did that. I have got, I have got a few whole ones and some crushed up ones, so I've got a nice little mixture there. So that's that. See, this is the cookie scoop that I'm using for the cookies. Now, it does say, what does it say? Portion it 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon? It's going to be minute little things. I thought, sod that. So, yeah, I want a cookie I can get my teeth into. So, yeah, it might not make 40, I think it says 48, I think it says it makes. So I'm not bothered about 48 cookies. You know, you like something that you can sink your teeth into. So, oh, my neck fan still has battery, not charged it since last year. Well, the thing is, Bria, you have to cover for all eventualities. Yeah, all eventualities. Get it on charge because it's going to be a scorcher apparently on Friday. I tried to do my hair this morning because I went to the shower and, oh God, it were a right mess. Ended up just flattening it all down. I got it looked like a kangaroo on the side of my head because I blow dried it first with a little round brush, and then I've got some tongs that's got like a brush attachment. And when I'd done that, it was like, God. So I ended up just, going through it with brush and flattening it down best I could. So, but they always say can never get it just like, hairdresser does it for you, and they're right. I'm cack-handed when it comes to I can do other people's hair. I can't do my own. So Yeah. Hi Joel, how are you? We've done this so far, and that's the Rice Krispies and the mini eggs in the pan. Chris has just melted me some white chocolate because you put like a white chocolate top on it, and then you sprinkle some mini eggs. So yeah, Chris is just melting the chocolate as we speak. How do I get rid of that? It says share your referral link. No. No. Ah, no, it's still not done it. Still saying referral link. I thought I could get shut of it, but I don't know. Now you get rid of it. So we've got like Rice Krispies, obviously marshmallows, mini eggs in the mixture. And I'm going to top it with white chocolate, and then I've got a bowl of assorted like crushed whole ones. Or sticky on. Look at you. So yeah, Chris has just melted the white chocolate for me. Oh, this is going on top now.
Oh, here you come, my boy.
Oops, I forgot to turn my camera around. So yeah, I mean, luckily I don't just. So yeah, this is 300 grams of, well, either white chocolate chips, any'll do. So yeah, the pan's greased, so when it's all set and everything, it'll just lift out to cut into squares. So yeah, 10 minutes and you've done this. It's as easy as that. And this time I didn't put, I took them out the fridge like yesterday afternoon because I had a mare of a time trying to get the eggs crushed. So I just left them out at room temperature and it were a doddle. Well, not exactly. They're not mint eggs. So yeah, I learnt my lesson from that last time. I could not crush them for love nor money because they're straight out of the fridge. So I thought, right, I'm not having that again. The white chocolate looks like cream. Just got a few like powdery bits. That's it. Oops. And that's the first one complete. Rice Krispie. That's not a mini egg. I think they've got some mixed up while they were. It's like a little snowflakey thing. So I thought, that's strange. What's that? And it was like it's a sweet, but it's like a little snowflake. So yeah, I'm thinking, where's that come from? Obviously, you know, when they're packaging mini eggs and whatever, they've got it mixed up with something. I'm going to have a quick crafty fag because we've just got the cookies to do now. Not a lot of ingredients. Bish bash bosh, jobs are good in. So I'm going to have a cigarette before I got no food whatsoever around me. But yeah, the recipe for the cookies, it says to roll them in sanding sugar. Now, I do know what sanding sugar is. It's like coarse sugar, right? And you can colour it. Hi, Raphael, how are you?
Hello, Raphael, lad.
So basically, I thought, sod it, I'm not going to go to expense of buying sanding sugar. We don't have granulated sugar in ours. So basically, I've used caster sugar. No, I've still got one more thing to make, Raphael. I'm just, you know, having a craft. Yeah.
Oh.
No, not this one.
Oh.
No, it's a no bake.
I wonder why I shouted, man.
Yeah, this is the Rice Krispie, mini egg Rice Krispie square thing, Raphael. It's only took me, matter of minutes. You know, melted marshmallow. And when we do the cookies, you know, that's quite easy. 10 minutes they bake for. I've got two baking sheets because in the recipe it says it makes 48. But that is on the assumption that you're only using a teaspoon of mixture. I'm thinking, teaspoon of mixture, a mouthful and it's gone. So I've got, this is a medium cookie scoop or ice cream scoop or whatever you want to call it. I have got two, but they're large ones. So I thought, well, that's just right size. So, that's why it's sticky. Biscuit. Bit of Rice Krispies stuck on my apron. I'm thinking, why I keep catching my hand and it was sticky.
What?
Oh, I don't know where that's gone. I don't think he heard it. It's only a bit of Rice Krispie, that's all it is. But yeah, that you know, it's one of the quite easy ones tonight. The first one is the no bake one. Rice, 150 grams of Rice Krispies. You put butter in your pan, you melt your marshmallows, pour them onto the Rice Krispies, add some mini eggs, mix it together in the pan, 300 grams of white chocolate, and then some mini eggs scattered over the top. That's it. It's sort of one of these things that you'd be able to do with, with kids being off, obviously in this country, kids is off school. Something that you'd be able to do with kids. I mean, obviously you don't want them stirring a hot pot or anything like that, but they'd be able to mix the Rice Krispies and the marshmallows together. You know what I mean? It's something that, like, you can do as a family. Right, I'm just putting that out now. I don't think I've ever had them, Bria. Because they're only them tiny little legs, aren't they? I don't think I've ever had them. But the thing is, they're like a delicacy, aren't they, quail eggs? That does want putting in fridge, baby, by the way.
It does?
Yeah, because it's chocolate's got to... So the oven's already on at 350 degrees. Just plug my mixer in. Right. So this, it does seem a lot. 240. Sorry, I keep forgetting to take camera around. This is 240 grams of butter. That's room temperature. But the mixture does make quite a bit. Oops. And this is 134 grams of sugar. Do you mind? But yeah, I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but if you're having a cookie, Raphael, you need something you can get your teeth into, not, one mouthful and it's gone. So yeah, we're going to mix this till it's light and fluffy. Hey, Raphael, they nearly weren't a live stream because Chris spilt coffee down his, Yeah. Hiya, bored old fart. Hiya, gaffer. Yeah. Down his,
Donuts.
Yeah. Spilt some coffee down him. But we're going to have to shut it off and take him to A&E, but he's all right. Yeah, that's the thing, Bria. No, I don't think. I mean, if I did a poll and I says which would you rather, bite-sized cookie and have 48 of them, or something you can get in your teeth into and less of them. I think you know, people would go with the less. So now this is a bit unusual as well. 2 egg yolks, not the whole egg, just 2 egg yolks. It does say large egg yolks, by the way, but I don't know why that is. Don't ask me. I've never come across it before. I don't know why just the yolks, not the whole eggs. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So ours is not to reason why, as they say.
I do, Joel. Sorry, I forgot to say hello.
The reason why he didn't say hello, Joel, is he were a bit indisposed. He spilt some coffee down there, so he had to rectify that. Now this is 333 grams of plain flour or all-purpose flour. So I've got to mix this with mixer, and it says just mix till it's incorporated and don't over mix it. Hi, Crypto. How are you? Hi, Tim. How are you?
Hello, Tim. Crypto.
I was going to put my gloves on because I'm going to have to handle the cookie dough. So here's me. This is half a cup. This is where the sanding sugar comes in, because you get All right, I'm gonna take that out of there. Roll it into a bowl. And you roll it in the sugar. Now, as I was saying, it does say pastel M&Ms, but these are the crunchy ones. They've got like a biscuity inside, so I don't know. I think I might do two. I think it's still as colourful. Raphael says, ask Chris if that ball is big enough.
No.
No. Tough titty. It's better than the teaspoon that they want you to dish out. Imagine a teaspoon. That's like a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. Been there ages. Yeah. Well, you see, all sanding sugar is, Joel, it's like a coarse sugar that you coat them in. Well, we don't have granulated, so I thought, well, I'm just going to use what I've got, and that's caster sugar. So yeah, I'm just going to put 2 of these in. I mean, this is actually a whole packet. One of them pouches are I think they're supposed to be something like a sugar cookie, if you know what I mean. And one ball with 2 boobies. Oh dear. Well, it does say just to put 1 on, Raphael, but I thought, well, with me making them a bit bigger, I'll put 2 on. Well, you see, the picture on the recipe, it's supposed to be a Easter bunny, and it's called Easter Bunny Button Cookies. So I don't know whether the M&M represents a button. I don't know. You know, to me, what, you know, exactly what does it?
Oh, excuse me.
I think so. No, what exactly does it represent? You know what I mean? I'm lost on that one. Yeah, because we'll be putting these in oven soon. You watch, I'll probably get to the last ones and not have enough.
Oh, 3-1. Brilliant.
But I'm sure they'll taste nice, whatever way. Hi, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
Well, I couldn't get the pastel M&M, so I've just bought they're supposed to be like crunchy ones that's got like like a biscuit centre. So I thought, well, the M&Ms they'll do. I've already made Rice Krispie thing. Took about 10 minutes, if that. Yeah, and in recipe it says a teaspoon of this well, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so I've decided to use the medium ice cream scoop. I think what I'll do is I'll keep making the balls and I'll press them down afterwards. Like a production line, innit?
Sorry, change.
Yeah, any minute now. Yeah. My apron caught in me ice cream scoop then. One more, and I think that's it for this tray. Chocolate biscuit. He's having a big bad dream. You good fart then. See? Biscuit.
Hey?
What's this one?
Parchment.
Not silent but deadly anymore, is it?
You're not going to pass away, are you? Fall asleep. Fall asleep.
Oh dear. But same as I say, I mean, if I'd have stuck to teaspoon, you know, is what they said, Raphael, I'd have probably got 48. But I hadn't. I partners. Yeah, so that's first lot. It says bake for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Yeah. All right.
Just grab this one, maybe pop this
Uh-huh.
in the fridge.
You're going to put that in fridge first, are you?
Yeah. Breakfast.
Say. Oh.
That's that one.
So yeah, Chris is just gonna. Oh, I'm taking
Take it
thing
with
with me. Go on to the next one.
you. Ready?
Yeah, we're it all sorted.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go on to. No, I don't think I'm going to get another dozen. So, but hey ho. What's a lack in quantity, a lack in quality. I mean, I make 4 in quantity. Well, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. What I lack in quantity, I make up 4 in quality. There you go. I didn't know what I was saying then. So this is number 15. It all depends how many you're feeding. You know, in some cases, you know, it makes more sense to cook more than one piece at a time. It's as I've always said, it's up to the individual. You know, the individual. You know, your way going on, if you know what I mean. Might just have enough for a little one. I might have to shake this one with my hands because it's all bits in bottom it. But you know what they say, don't you? Waste not, want not. I have used every last bit, look. This one might be, that's sort of the size you're looking at for the teaspoon. Not very big, is it? Kids are still outside.
Huh?
The kids are still outside.
Kids?
Yep.
Kids?
Yeah.
That might be all wedlock from Turkish land. Might be all going home, probably at a party, some celebrated Eid or whatever it is.
No idea. They've got plenty left anyway.
Right?
M&M's. I said, still got plenty left. Yeah, I don't think that small one warrants two, Raphael. Where would you fit it anyway? Because I've only put one on in and it's like virtually Callum can have that little one. Say? Callum can have that little one. Yeah, I'll move them over there now for when other lot's done. Oh crap. I've got 2 separate bags, one for my rubbish and one for me, like, you know, the covers. And I keep putting rubbish stuff in covers bag and like rubbish in covers bag. I'm not with it. So now that is complete. We've just got to wait and see what these is like when they come out of the oven. We've got 2 minutes left. As always, the recipe is in, well, the recipes are in the description. So if you want any advice, any, you know, if you've got me on Facebook, don't hesitate to give me a message. But the instructions is exactly what I've gone to, but I print mine out, you see. You know, it's exactly what I've followed tonight, and now I've shown you how to do it. So there shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I always say to anybody, if you want me to send you the recipe direct to your phone, if you've got me on Facebook, I'm only too happy to send you the recipe over.
Cost £100 though. Or coffee.
Still got half a cup.
Still got half a cup.
Now this is the thing, the hairdresser that come to do my hair the other day, because she cut and coloured it me, I sent her a recipe and I gave her one of my old recipes, you know, the cream egg blondies. I gave her that recipe. So, you know, I've got my hairdresser asking for recipes now. Where's that gone now? Oh, it's... Can you plug me fan in, please, baby? Yeah. So, yeah, so now I've got my recipe, my hairdresser asking for recipes. Not for her, but for her son. She says he's always wanted to make blondies. And I says, well, I've got one here that I made other week, but that might be if it's...
Have you got a...
No. If he's a novice baker, he might find that one a bit difficult. So I actually sent her another one that's just a blondie with white chocolate chips in. I says that's a lot easier, you know, if he's sort of... Yeah. I want you to plug my fan in as well, please.
Oh, do you want that? Do you want that out first and then fan?
Yes. Hi, Richard.
Hello, Richard.
You've missed it. Everything's done. So once the second lot of cookies are in and out, they've only got to be in oven 10 minutes. I'll put...
Bobby.
Yes, let's have a look. I would say a couple of minutes.
I want to say, because I don't look ready.
Yeah. Oh, you've been watching, have you?
Let you off then.
What?
You ready?
No, hang on a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to pop them in for 2 minutes. Still looked a bit pale and whatever, but you do put them on the cooling rack and let them cool completely down. So I would imagine, like all cookies, once they've cooled down, they harden up a little bit. So And next week we're going into Easter. So next Tuesday's baking will be the last for Easter. But the thing is, Raphael, if you're watching, that don't count. You know, if you're watching but you don't chat, yeah, it still counts as is here. Now, Gary, on the other hand, he were missing Saturday night and he's missing tonight. I mean, we're 10:15. And it's Domino's night tonight, isn't it? I don't mean the Domino's night, I mean pizza. He collects his pizzas from Domino's on a Tuesday. Is it 2 for 1 or something? I don't know. Don't go myself, but yeah, this is the thing, Raphael. I've known Richard long enough, and I know we were watching. You know, 6 cents. So, of course it is. I'm thinking it's Tuesday. Am I in a brain fart? My brain's just shit itself. Yeah. My brain doesn't just have a fart, it shits itself. So, yeah. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Bria. I'm thinking it's Tuesday. Yeah, that used to baking on a Tuesday when we have to, reschedule for another day. You forget. Things gone off, baby.
Huh?
Alarm. But yeah, I put that on my timeline. I says my brain, I just didn't have a brain fart. My brain shit itself.
Ready?
Yeah. But by the looks of them, they've come out quite nice. Yeah. Do that first and then put them in there. I don't know why I bring all these tools out, and I think to myself, just in case.
Have
I would say they done, yeah, because you can see them brown at bottom from on there.
You ready with your other one?
There, yeah.
Right, your timer.
Yeah.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
In.
Ooh. Bit hot. I was going to drag them over, but they're a bit hot. Hot.
Sit down a minute.
I thought you were going to put me fan in.
Oh. Can't plug my pen in. You're number one fan.
Yeah.
You're super
Only
fan.
because it's
Follows you everywhere.
to your advantage.
Even into the shower. Where's your...
Sockets down here.
Oh.
Put it on you. Yeah.
Love your drink, because that's going to go frigging fine.
That's why I've cleared the table.
I can't. Bobby, I can't reach it. You're going to have to do it. What about... Oh! Oh. the lottery tonight. Have a look.
This is what I was going to show you. I was going to show them you, look.
Flippy flop.
But you could tell that they baked. I mean, even though they look pale, you could tell they baked because you can see the brownness underneath. Now, once they've cooled down, yeah, they'll harden up a bit. I mean, you're never going to get them completely.
Spanking.
Yeah, they're not going to come out looking brown because it's a bit of an unusual dough. And it's like a sugar cookie. So when you bite into them, the cookies will actually be rather dense inside, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick show of Chris has put my fan on. So...
No matching numbers.
Not good.
No matching winning numbers. I think we got one. You like it? I've got one number.
Right, this.
What is on?
I don't know.
It's still on. Still there, my dear.
I know it's I've got it on full screen for some reason. I'm trying to put
Minimise it. In the middle square where you got your
exit full screen. That's it. That's the one I want. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. So if anybody wants to join me on the panel, they're welcome to do so. I only think we're just waiting for other lot to come out, and yeah. So I've put the link in. Hi Gary, we're just talking about you, funnily enough. Wondering where you were.
Imagine watching Billy game like me.
I bet. So yeah, you've missed it completely, Gary. You know, the Rice Krispie squares is in the fridge. First lot of cookies is out. So yeah, easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, but this is the thing. A lot of people turn around to me and say, oh, I can't bake, I can't bake. Anybody can bake. So long as you've got everything to a T, then you can bake. I mean, this tonight, it's shown you how easy it is. You know what I mean? I'm not having none of it that, you know.
Hey, up to it.
Surprise, surprise, Stuart's here.
Oh, tell you what, mate.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Never mind. We're not talking about the F word tonight.
Oh, oh.
Hi, Richard. Hello, Rich lad.
Hi, Richard.
How are we doing?
I'm disappointed that booking referee wants to go to Specsavers, that twat.
I
And
know.
last night,
That's exactly what Chris said.
2 goals, onside.
Yeah. He says that referee last night needed to go to Specsavers.
Oh, God, yeah, you're not kidding.
And that's exactly what he was shouting at telly. So, yeah, that's it.
I what? Can't be when you show that. So these fucking referees, and look at him. He's on fucking clearly onside, the dickhead.
That's it. But this is the thing. There's no VAR or anything in Championship. So,
There should be. There should be behind.
you know, you've got to take referee knows what he's doing, but half the time they don't.
Exactly.
But
tell you
never
what,
mind.
Last week, I felt like shit people last week.
I felt like that yesterday because I was going to go live last night, And right from getting up, I've got like this pain behind me ear, and it's all in my neck as well. And I don't know whether it's me glands or what it were, but it was causing me to have a headache, and then my eyes were streaming, my nose was streaming. I says to Chris, I says, I feel like absolute cack.
Well, no, I bought some bloody toilet roll. I bought that cheap shit. Picked the wrong bloody one up. I bought the cheap shit instead of the day shit. And my nose is like fucking, it's like bloody nose with sandpaper.
Yeah. You got it all set up, Richard?
What's that?
Your PlayStation.
Yeah, it's all functioning, fully functioning now.
Did you add Callum?
Yeah, I've added him in now. Yeah, he's in.
I meant to ask him earlier on and I forgot all about it.
Ready for action.
Yeah.
Well, I bought a PlayStation, Richard.
Yeah, well, I already had a PlayStation 4, but I bought a 5 and I just bought
He's bought the latest
one, yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You see, that's what Callum's got.
Yeah, PlayStation 5.
So they've teamed up and, you know, engaged with each other, and so they can like play games together.
Yeah.
And he bought what with that one that he bought? Richard, Black Ops?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Black Ops.
Yeah, I was playing on Xbox One then, Black Ops. I couldn't do this soldier shit where you stand there, show your shoulders and everything.
Well, that's basically what that Black Ops is, isn't it? It's the shoot.
Yeah, I just
shoot.
When I just do campaign that one. I couldn't sit there with Death Team. Oh, I couldn't do that, man.
That's it. But most of Callum's games, I mean, on Xbox and the PlayStation, are shoot 'em up, football or wrestling, you know, or he likes them shoot 'em up ones.
Yeah, I like to shoot. With Xbox, I had to shooting games to football, but I had to wrestling, but I didn't get into. I couldn't get into wrestling, me, man, on them.
But yeah, that's the. Oh, Gary's been looking at electric bikes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm tempted.
What?
So if you get to places I want to get to, we aren't going, oh, my bloody hip.
Oh, dear.
You'll be better off with a quad bike, Chris.
But his next appointment's not till 30th of April, so he's got a couple of weeks yet. So instead of buying one, Gary, you've got to buy two.
Yeah.
One word of warning, Gary: don't leave them on charge overnight.
What's that? Charge? Oh,
electric bikes. Yeah. Because I've seen some fire safety videos, and it shows them on charge overnight, and all of a sudden, battery just explodes.
I think, to be fair, the probably the ones you get on that are catching fire are like these cheapo Chinese ones on Temu and stuff. I think if you buy a reputable one, I think you're pretty safe.
That's it. But yeah, there's not been no more imports coming from China. Trump stocks to outweigh it. So. And it looks like neither side's backing down.
Oh no. Well, they were too what to do. What his kids down to sell NHS to him. Fucking shut up, you dickhead.
But this is the thing. First of all, you put the tariffs up, like we're at 10%, and 20, then 50, and now it's gone up to 100% now. So yeah,
Brett got to pay that. Oldest son has paid.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you got a bike, I know you got a bike, Gary, but it's one that you have to pedal. Not an electric one.
No, that's a
Bloody hell. 70 quid for new Formula One game.
Yeah.
That is a bit steep.
I've just got Gran Turismo, and that was 68.
Yeah.
Well, you see, the difference is Callum's got the disc one, but Richard didn't want the disc one. He wanted the digital download one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he didn't want a lot of games hanging about and this, that, and other. So he's got the digital version.
Yeah.
Now,
I went into car games, mate.
I've just read your message, Gary. Oh dear.
Yeah, they're not cheap, the games. So
The Queen of Sobriety is doing exercises now.
I didn't know they did a Formula One game for PlayStation.
Yeah, they do them all. Xbox 360, the first come out, and then the Xbox One game.
Oh, look at that.
But
to me, they're very overpriced, I think.
Oh, they're ridiculous.
Now you imagine Callum at Christmas, he writes a list down.
What individual games?
That'd be right now, list down at Christmas.
And and if they're 50 or 60 quid a pop,
Yeah,
it soon adds up.
Of course it does. 2 games, it's 100 quid.
Oh dear.
I've had a freaky experience. So, the controller dropped. While I was doing 6 Foot Live.
That alarm's gone off, by the way, baby.
Was it?
Yeah.
I was talking to them idiots, right? Yeah. The
Freaking
controller
hell.
dropped.
Oh, it's not available yet, that's why.
Fold it up and put it in boot of your car. The M&M's that's left over, Callum.
What? Oh,
I'm
just telling about a freaky experience I've just had.
But yeah, I mean,
experience.
This is the thing. If you go everywhere in your car, then you don't need to have an electric bike. You know what I mean? It's only if you're going, let's say Chris, he goes out and about with the drone, but then the location is a bit, you know what I mean?
Oh, I swear I'm going to break my monitor.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Ghost, right? I've had a freaky experience.
That little one's yours, by the way.
That. Wait, which camera were you on?
That one.
I've had a freak.
Oh.
Shit. I'm going to say it looks like a tit. But it looks
Yeah,
like a broken tit now.
He's just dropped it.
I've just had a freaky
I
experience.
did drop it, just crumbled.
I've just had a freaky experience, Mum.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
PS5 controller dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the PS5. I wasn't nowhere near it, right?
It's off now, bud.
Yeah.
It dropped. And then I looked up TV, right? Because I remember I was on the home page. Search bar says, not kidding you, I swear I'm going to break my controller or monitor. Now, I'm like...
Is that like a pre-order thing then, Tim?
Say
Tim's lad's just ordered Formula One.
Yeah, I've just looked it up on PlayStation. I don't know what he's ordered on. Has he ordered it for PlayStation 5, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've just looked. 80 quid and it's pre-order on Sony.
Yeah, that's where I'm wondering. He says he can't play it till 30th of May.
Yeah, I'm just looking now on PlayStation thing.
So I'm assuming that's like a pre-order thing.
Yeah, when you pre-order, it don't come out on that day.
What's the point in paying all that money out if you can't play on it?
Until that date.
So I don't know.
Weird.
But
I don't play it. I won't play it.
Why would it pop up with that noise?
About
every other thing.
I'll tell you what they resemble. They resemble how much?
89 quid. That is outrageous. That is scandalous.
What does it say?
£89.99.
What for?
Formula One.
Yeah, Formula One.
And it's a pre-order.
Pre-order at that.
Pre-order.
I'll wait a couple of years and
Available
get it when it's 50
27th to the 5th.
Yeah, that's May, isn't it?
Freaking hell.
No, that's month.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Bloody hell.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
So
what the wedge
then.
then?
Who?
Who?
Got to say with FIFA and that, and rest of the games we play all day, you're talking 60, 70, 80 quid for a percent game on it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Brit, for that
well,
price, you could go to the first day of Formula One, just looked it up. There you go.
I've got Steam on my computer here. Steam.
What's that then, Richard?
It's a games platform. It's Steam, and you can download games to a Windows computer.
Ah.
You know, takes a lot of grunt though. You know, you've got to have a really good computer to run the games. But I've got my Microsoft Flight Sim and everything on going through Steam.
Ah. What console has he got, Tim? Has he got Xbox or has he got PlayStation? The computer isn't Steam powered. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's a ridiculous amount of money.
Of course, yeah. I used to wait to come down in price and get them fucking off of eBay.
That's what Chris has just said. He says, wait a bit till they come down in price. He says, and then I'll get one.
I mean, FIFA, I used to buy Xbox FIFA. I was paying like 56 quid. I thought it's once a year.
But yeah, most of the games that Callum writes down for his Christmas list are ones that have just come out. Yeah. So you're talking at least 50 or 60 quid a pop every time.
Yeah. And there's 3 or 4 of them, and that's nearly 200 quid, isn't it? 200 quid.
I tell you, Stuart, for Christmas, we must have spent at least £300 on games.
Oh, yeah. I can well imagine it. Because you look at it, you know, if he's got FIFA, that's 60, maybe 60.
But then when come Christmas Day, when you see him opening them, and there's these like 4 little packages, and you think, God, there's about 300 quid there.
Exactly. Play that. They download it, bloody out, whatever it is, and play it then.
Raphael says Formula One is €59 at the moment on Steam.
Yeah.
But yeah. You know, I don't have them expensive tastes. I just, you know. I mean, Chris bought me a new food processor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that Breville mixer. And a few other bits and bobs, and that's it. I'd sooner have something that I know that I'm going to use. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got rid of my Xbox about 2 years ago. I just said to Kathleen one day, I said, I had the Xbox One S, and I thought, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sell this. She went, why? What are you selling it for? I said, I'm bored with it. It's doing me head in. I can't
That's what Callum's got. He's got the
One S, hasn't it?
Xbox One Xbox. The latest Xbox, anyway.
Yeah.
But you can also get that on digital as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Callum's got, yeah.
I just cut my ass with that.
You see, the reason why he swapped over to PlayStation was we bought him. What did he say that game was called that we bought him?
Oh, that Modern Warfare, wasn't it? It didn't work.
Yeah, and it won't play for love nor money. It will look like it was going to load, and then that's as far as it go.
Cross, yeah.
And he says, funnily enough, a while ago, I got the same one, the last one before that.
Yeah.
He says, that one. Anyway, so he was going to take it in, get a tech company, you know, mend computers, gaming consoles and whatever. And but then he decided to get PlayStation.
I think it's better. I'll get PlayStation because in the day, if you got that in, it could be this wrong with it, this wrong with it. You know what I like, Jeanette.
But he is on about getting shut of his Xbox now. Now, that's something that I thought I'd never hear Callum say, that he's going to get shut of his Xbox.
Stick it on bloody eBay, so on Facebook or TikTok, and you'll get about £100 quid for it. Well, depends what how many games he's got. You get so much
And
for the game.
it's the option from digital and physical drive, what probably will not. Yeah. But you see, when he were talking to this guy from the tech firm, he says, well, if it's a hard drive issue, you're talking about, he wanted like just 20 quid just to look at it,
Look at it,
diagnose exactly what it were. But it ranged from, well, it could just be the laser needs cleaning, or it might be a hard drive issue. Well, you talk hard drive issue, you're talking a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got you've got the diagnostic charge. Then he said they start the internal hard drive start at 60 quid. So that's 80 quid, nearly 100 quid there.
Yeah, so you might as well just get rid of it and bloody buy another one.
But
worth.
It works perfectly on every other game. It's just that one that it don't work on.
Has he tried that game in another console?
No.
Well, he needs to do that, and if it doesn't work in another console, it's obviously a disc fault then, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what he needs to do.
But yeah.
Because it's weird. If other games are working all right, I can't see it being a fault with his machine. If it was a fault with his machine, the other games would do it.
We see this as what this tech guy said. He says, so it's not a constant fault then. He says it's an intermittent fault.
Well, no, it's just on one game, isn't it?
So
you say it's just on one game, though, isn't it?
It's that
one game, one
it is now.
I think it's most likely to be a fault on the disc itself.
But the one before that one, it's just that particular game. It didn't work on when he bought it last time, and it didn't. We bought it in for Christmas, so that were another 60 quid down, Swanee, that he can't even, we can't even use it.
Yeah, it's most likely that the disc is faulty. If every other game he has works fine, but the only way to be sure is to put that disc in another console and see if it works.
Yeah. But we've done the usual.
If all his other games are working, then you know what I mean. It seems a bit weird to me. Most likely to be that disc.
I mean, the thing is, you've got right idea, Richard. Getting the digital version.
Yeah, that's it.
There could be so many things that can go wrong with an actual disc.
Oh yeah, scratching, dust, anything on it.
Yeah,
you get that slight scratch on any disc, and it's like a CD player. You get a scratch on it, it jumps. The record jumps.
It. He's having a dream.
And the games are stored online, so you can delete them off the machine, and if you fancy having to go a few months later, you can download them again. They're always there. Always there in your accounts. They're there forever.
Yeah.
Because
you've bought that game, it's just put in your library then.
Well, I've got a list here on my screen, and I can go up and down, and I can load old games from my old machine onto this machine if I want, because they're back-to-back compatible.
Yeah.
Some games I have done. They're back-to-back compatible, so you can log in. You just go to your game library and you can see all the games you've got, and it just says download.
Chris has got his interview tomorrow.
Interview?
Yeah.
What's that one for?
DWP.
All right, yeah.
Assessment, Stuart.
Yeah, bloody assessment thing.
Thank God.
I went on Google, right, and there's this woman, and it's I don't know whether it's a sister's boyfriend or a sister's husband or whatever it is, but he works for the DWP in this assessment thing, and he's sort of outlined everything where they try and trip you up.
Well, yeah, there's a few who try to trip you up.
So I sent it to Chris.
Ooh.
Yeah, tell his real one soon. I've got to go for him one soon.
And the assessment is for his hip, is it? His hip
Yeah.
and his mobility. Bloody hell, I'd love to.
Dang!
They won't be able to trip me
What?
up. They'd see with their own eyes.
£9.
What?
For a bike. Gary sent me a message.
Oh, he sent it, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that San Miguel
Well,
shop?
what I could do, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Sit back in the car, off we go, Chase. We come in.
But this is the thing. This is the thing as well, Raphael. People have got that used to having the internet
Yeah.
that if you have if you have a power outage or there's some problem arises with your electrics, you're stuffed.
Yeah.
I mean, even our telly not work without internet connection. So if our power was to go out, we'd have no telly, no telephone, no.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think what's happened is people have come so self-reliant on the internet.
I know what Raphael's saying, you can put a disc in and play, but end of the day, when you're playing these games, you want to be playing with other people anyway. That's in my opinion anyway. You don't want to be playing it in story mode or whatever you call it. You want to be playing against other people.
That's it. It makes it a lot more interesting.
Correct. Yeah.
If you're playing, I mean, both on you could be shit.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that not competing against another person. It's that you've got that interaction with another person.
Yeah.
I play FIFA with him every mate every night a week, and tell you, I was so fucking iPad won't work, and fucking ball going that way, ball going that way.
This is the thing. Unless you've got data on your phone, you're screwed.
Oh yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Hello.
The best thing nowadays is to get a phone that's got unlimited data. So if you do have a power outage, at least you can,
hotspot.
Yeah. But
They rely on internet, mobile phones. To start playing.
We didn't have either, Stuart, growing up. We didn't have no internet, no mobile phones and nothing.
We had a power cut. We'd pissing candles, mum would get candles out, mum and dad, put them out house.
That's it.
Lights come on.
It's called the great outdoors because we used to spend all day in school holidays outside. There were no internet, there were no mobile phones and nothing when we were growing up.
Oh, what a bloody hell. Well, I got my first internet. What was it? I think it was 2004, 2005. I said, Johnny, how the hell did you turn this on? I got put it on in, what would you do? I don't know where, because I ain't got a pissing clue, mate.
That's it.
Like
us old school, you know what I mean? Before internet and everything, you just used to go out and play. When lights on the street come on, you knew it was time to go in.
That's it.
And it was simple as that.
Shout you once to once only. Shout you again, you get it twatted. You weren't going to be out tomorrow night.
But yeah. It just takes the smallest. You see, we've got fire sticks, and they all run on internet. So without no internet, Chris ain't got his fire stick. Callum ain't got his fire stick. This one don't work, and the one in our bedroom won't work. Exactly. So you've got no telly.
This one down here, isn't it?
Well, yeah. The one that Chris has got on his computer. We've got the same one on our bedroom. So when Chris goes to bed at night, he has to turn this off so we can get it upstairs, if that makes any sense. Yeah. And vice versa. If we want to watch telly upstairs, we have to make sure once we've watched what we want to watch, you turn it off so we can get it on this one down here. But the thing is, we only tend to watch the telly when we go to bed. Put telly on for about 10 minutes and that's it. Well, so at end of the day, it wasn't worth paying the extra money to get another fire stick in our bedroom.
Link it up, innit? Bloody hell. I mean, I've got to tell, well,
Hey up, Raphael, you want to see Chris with his goggles on? With drone. He looks like an alien from outer space.
I've seen that the other day. I think Callum put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell are they?
Yeah. It's you put these goggles on, Stuart, and you see exactly where your drone's going and all obstacles and everything. You're looking up into the sky and thinking, where the heck is it? You know what I mean? But yeah, it looks like an alien from outer space.
You look an alien, Dad.
But yeah, I mean, Richard's got a picture of me because I've tried it on one night.
Oh yeah.
So we screenshotted it, and then I sent him a thing saying, "We've known each other that long. I forgot who's bad influence," and I put, "I know who it is." I says, "It's you," to Richard. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, where's Johnny? He's not been on, is it?
We're on it earlier on.
Yeah, I've seen him in chat earlier.
He says he's lost his channel.
Yeah, I seen that come on. But
the Johnny 5 one he's lost that.
Yeah, and now he's got the Johnny 5 Plus now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably getting a bit large like that, Jeanette. He's probably giving all that. You know what he's like. I mean, bloody hell, Cathy just told me tonight.
You rebel, you Tim.
It's because Keener goes away Saturday to bloody Durham, and he's got bloody Haley on Friday.
Yeah. Tracy told me earlier on.
Oh, I think that's
Tim says he used to leave his house at 8 a.m. and not get home till 3 a.m. Well, we always knew, Tim. We'd go out at house, we'd go and, play with mates and whatever. But as soon as street lights come on, we knew that was time that we got to go in. We didn't have to wait to be shouted or be told to go in. We knew as soon as them street lights started coming on. I mean, a lot of time, because a lot of my friends sort of lived in the same road. So a lot of time, we just sit on edge at curb and we talk, you talk about everything, don't you? You talk, we just natter away and yeah. So basically, our house was sort of, about a minute away. So as soon as them lights come on, right, we better go in. That were it.
I'll see you tomorrow at school.
But I'm not talking about, boozing and whatever, Tim. I'm on about, probably about 10, 11. You know what I mean? I'm on about that age thing, and a lot of, obviously, it were me and my sister, so a lot of his friends were girls. So we just sit on curb, nattering away about anything and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bloody hell.
God.
That was a good old days,
my dad had had a hissy fit if I hadn't come back. Yeah, if I didn't come back till 3 o'clock in the morning. He says that was when I were a kid. Yeah, my dad would have a hissy fit if I didn't come back till 3 o'clock in the morning.
What's happened to Johnny's channel, you say?
That Johnny 5.
The Johnny 5 one is gone.
Gone where?
I don't know.
Gone.
Yeah, but I was gone where? What's happened? I mean,
I don't know. That's all I know. It just come in earlier on, and he says Johnny 5 is no more. I've only got the Johnny 5 Plus one. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably said something stupid, what he's like.
Some of them, perhaps, YouTube must have pulled it for some reason.
Yeah, you know what Johnny's like.
But yeah, my parents were very, very strict. This is the thing. The first husband, when he was my boyfriend, he had a disco, right? and we were doing a gig this particular night. So my dad were a bit dubious to let me go at first place. So he says, well, what time does it finish? I said, about 11 o'clock. I don't know what's happened to Partners. I don't know. That's all Johnny said. He just says Johnny 5 is no more. It's gone. That's all I know. So anyway, everything we're going to plan finished at 11 o'clock. By the time they packed up, it were about 11:15. Guess what? Van broke down on way home, didn't it?
Typical, isn't it? Always van breaks down, you're like,
so anyway, Paul's up, but they sorted it. I don't know what was wrong with it. Don't ask me, because it's many, many moons ago. And it were about, I think it were about midnight. His dad dragged me in arse. And I kept saying, it's not my fault. I says, the van broke down. I says, I couldn't do nothing about it. Other than walk, which I didn't know where we, I says, I couldn't do anything about it. He says, I told you to be in no later than 11:30.
And you give it to go to bed now, whatever.
And he had a right hissy because I weren't in when I said the time I said I were going to be in. I says, I couldn't help it. The van broke down. It's out of my control.
And nowadays, parents don't give a shit.
Yeah. Did she grab you with scruffy and necked him? He says his mum would wait up and say, where you been till this time?
Oh, my dad went so bad. My mum would have twat. Oh, my mum. Oh, I'm telling you, she was like, what are you doing? Get off me. I fucking don't. Oh, she'd back the door at me.
My mum weren't so bad. It was just my dad. It was very, very strict.
My dad, you know when he was saying this, my dad was my dad, right? And he said something, he said, don't lie to me, because I know you're lying. You lie to me, I'm going to backhand you. And I'll tell you what, his hands were like spades. He had hands like shovels. I'll tell you what, you've got to help that man. You hit.
This is no word of a lie, Stuart. I were out one night. I were out with my mates. Yeah. I held my hands up. I were drinking underage.
Naughty girl.
We all do it.
Right. So I met this lad. And he says, oh, can I walk you home? And I says, I'll let you know. It's right down, it was quite a way ago. Yeah, you're right. So we walked down thing. And I says, at end of the street, I says, don't actually walk me home. I says, here'll do. Right. So we were there snogging. Guess who come right corner at the street?
Your dad.
Yeah. I says, of all, anyway, you get in that house. So I did as I were told. He told me to, so I said, I'll have a word with you when I get in. And I don't know what he said to this lad, Stuart, but I never seen him again.
Exactly.
But, I thought, well, I says, we were at end of the street. We weren't doing it. We were just snogging. And, he come right corner at the street.
Oh, the better, I mean, like my sister. We'd have a better protector over my sister.
I think men are more protective of the daughters.
Like me. You know what someone said to me? At 15 years old, Stuart, remember one thing? Open epic thinking down, never down simple. I'm 15 years old, I'm telling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my sister, oh man, they were like, she met this lad and she got pregnant at 17. They tell you, what the fuck you got pregnant from? Well, I went, okay, fair enough. And he was very protective over it, even before he died.
You see that? I think that's why a lot of fathers are protective over the daughters, because they don't want them, in essence, messing the life up, getting pregnant.
But when,
you know what I mean? And I think
when my sister had him, oh man, I'll tell you what, it made his day. He was the most happy man in the world, and I'll tell you what, he loved that kid.
Hey,
Yeah.
Tommy, how we doing?
But me, you said me.
But yeah, I mean, protective fathers want the best for the daughters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And I must say this about Richard. It says a lot to you that your daughters, one's a junior doctor and other one runs a restaurant.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they've got their heads screwed on right, and that's down to the parents.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Fair play to him. Fair play to Richard.
You know what I mean? They've got the heads screwed on right, and you know that's testament to a parent.
And of course it is.
You know, if your sons or daughters, you know, have got their heads screwed on right, let's say.
Oh yeah.
Hey, oh.
There's no harm in getting brought up with respect and dignity, and you know.
She's mooching around Richard.
Bashing a pom-pom around.
Oh.
She's just been under telly with it.
Oh.
She scoops them around and they get stuck to a pod. She does this and they fly off somewhere.
I mean, she is not where she is. Where is she?
And then she's behind that chair.
I think that's his PlayStation 5 thing.
She throws it into gubbins underneath chair, she does, and goes underneath them to get it back out again.
Tim wants to know what's that picture on your TV. I think that's your PlayStation.
That's great. Gran Turismo 7, that.
Bloody hell. Gran Turismo 7? Don't know what Gran Bloody 7 out.
Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, I've only just downloaded it tonight, about an hour ago.
Only way I can remember Gran Turismo. Bloody hell,
obviously, that's a driving game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. It's one of my favourites. Is that? That's Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't know what that is. I can't tell from here. Can't remember. Oh, it's GTA. Is that Grand Theft Auto? Don't know what that is. Can't see it. Can't remember.
See that Grand Theft Auto? That's another driving game, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's more driving, and it's just being daft. Is you know, you go around shooting folk and killing folk.
You know, it's no bad Grand Theft Auto. I got it on Xbox One. Yeah, you know what I did? You know, this like we used to go around doing missions. I used to get how many cops could chase me, blasting people, blowing up cop cars, smashing up.
Yeah, that's what it's like now.
I keep on getting a little blast every now and again of cold air. I'm thinking it's a ghost. It's that bloody thing.
Oh yeah, I used to love PlayStation 1. It was superb.
PlayStation 2, I can't imagine. That was brilliant, that.
First one, yeah. Because everybody got them chipped, so you could buy cheap games.
Yeah, that was it.
I used to smash our caliber football every time and used to get face on.
Just, I'll give you one. I'll give you one tip, Richard. I don't like those in.
Oh God, no! Don't smash them 6-0. I'll not like it.
Well, that's it.
Playing football games.
I can't even score a goal on that FIFA. I've tried. Oh, when I did on PlayStation 4, I had FIFA on that. And I could stand in front of open goal and kick it bloody sideways.
That'd be me, Richard.
I could not get the ball in the net. I could stand there and nobody touched me, and I'd still miss the freaking net. I couldn't work that game out at all.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You know, as I always say, so basically you couldn't score with £1 million in a brothel.
No, I tried. Never scored. I tried for weeks and days and days. And every time I got out, I even walked up to net with an open goal, kicked straight ahead, and it'd go somewhere else.
Oh, it's all goals, just own goals.
Oh, I couldn't even get an own goal. I used to play a daughter, and she'd beat me like 10-0, she would.
10-0.
I'd pick the top team. I'd pick the top team. At the time, it was either City or United, and she'd pick some in Spud Pie League, way down like Wycombe Wanderers or something. She'd still beat me 10-0.
Well, that says stay off paper, Richard, because it.
Oh dear.
But I tell you what, I don't remember Jeanette or Chris will remember them. On bloody PlayStation. Euro 96, little stick men.
Euro 96. Oh, God.
Yeah, Euro 92, little stick men on bloody PlayStation.
Men.
Oh, stick men, you like that? You could see now, the little men like that.
Yeah, but I mean, the graphics on all these games has come a long, long way.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely
You know
brilliant.
what best game ever is on ZX Spectrum? Paperboy.
Oh, classic.
Classic.
Paperboy.
Paperboy.
That was a classic game, that Paperboy.
And I bet your lot's never had a ZX81.
I have.
I don't even know where a ZX81 is.
I typed in a program, I'm not kidding you, it was two A4 sheets long. It took me 2 hours to come in. It started loading up. It says, failed loading, please start again. I nearly kicked out.
That was it with them games, wasn't it? I had the Spectrum in the bloody... I can't remember what the game was now. What the one I had. But
Look on CD Keys, Richard was told that tip a few years ago. I don't know what that is. Look on CD Keys, Richard was told that tip a few years ago.
Look on CD Keys. I don't get that. Look on CD
Oh,
Keys.
that says he had a Spectrum back in the day.
Yeah, there was. Oh.
Look on CD Keys.
Oh, recording. You should stick it in back in biggie. Record game. Look, like Christopher said, you download for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I used to, when I used to get them games where you had to type them in, I had a Commodore 64 and you had to type a lot in. And I used to get my sister to do it because she was a typist and she went. It took about 15 minutes it did to do them.
And then you got all the bloody Nintendo.
Yeah, but be a typist though. You don't even have to look at keyboard, Richard. You just look at.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you feel them knobbly, them keys will nobble on.
Man, it's the same. It works in bloody
desktopcdkey.com.
Right. Yeah, I used to have a tape recorder at the side of my Commodore 64, and I used to play Crazy Kong on it, and you had to wait while that loaded. It went,
yeah,
Crazy Kong, and all it were a bloody gorilla at the top throwing barrels down.
And then they brought on a Nintendo called Donkey Kong. Pull barrels down at you and get.
I remember my
You
first.
see, I played with dolls and things like that. I mean, I didn't have no.
I had an Action Man. I had Action Man, and I had an Action Man tank. I told you about my Action Man tank, didn't I? It ran in the bed, and I come to mess with it one day, and cat had a shit in it. Mum's bloody cat crawled in through all at the top where you put Action Man, gone in it, had a shit, and got back out again.
Okay.
So you had a nice surprise waiting for you.
Bloody did, yeah. Action Man in here had the cat shit stuck to his boots.
I bet Action Man weren't very pleased about that one, Richard.
No. I was only about 5 then. Bloody hell. It's a long time ago. Action Man and Tonka toys. I used to have loads of Tonka toys. The proper metal ones they were. Not that plastic shit they build nowadays. They're all made of metal.
I went into all that. I was more or less just going out and just being an idiot in the street. Just being a shit.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, when you're talking about ZX Spectrum and this, that, and all that, I ain't got Scooby-Doo. What you talking about?
There were the first one had one of them awful keyboards on that were just a piece of plastic and you had to press keys on.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Nothing that walked on his foot. Back when we thought we'd all be driving to school in a Sinclair C5.
That's it, yeah. I mean, there's been some shit inventions, but that's got to be top of the list, hasn't it? Jesus Christ.
I was going to say that's the fail of all fails, that one is.
There's a nut around here who's still got one of them, and every now and then he has a ride out on it.
First console I got was Mega Drive. Oh, you couldn't beat Mega Drive.
The Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
My first proper console was the Nintendo with lift off lid and you put cartridges in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait,
Cartridges in.
just come down. You put cartridges
Yeah.
in, lid, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I used to
You did tough get some stick though. That Sinclair.
have a golf.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Brilliant. I loved it. Golf it were.
yeah. I'll have it go. I hope that
Yeah.
Mario.
Do you know what else I don't understand? You know these them that's on two wheels and you stand at them. You know.
Oh, Sedgway.
Ah, that's
Oh,
it.
oh,
What's a Sedgway?
Yeah.
so we were just standing like, you know,
Yeah,
yeah,
you just stand there.
Let me know, Jeanette. There's some girls out here today. They've got the proper ones, original. I'll tell you what, yeah. But I said to her, "How fast that goes? Will you be sure?" Yeah. I said, "Well, don't close it, then." And she come down my street and she come by my corner. Wow, I tell you what, she goes, "Whoa, well, deal."
And then they invented the ones that didn't have no handler note on that you got to like balance on. I thought, well, I'd end up with a broken neck or something.
Well, sister, do you want to go? I said, "No." I said, "If I go, then I'm killing myself."
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
there you go.
Rubber keyboard. That's it, Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the one, yeah.
Yeah, because you had the first Sinclair, whatever it was called, and then you had the one with the proper keys, and then the Commodore come onto the scene, and they did one. The first Commodore called the VIC 20, and then they did a Commodore 64.
I can remember Tim's just on about he can remember Sega Mega Drive. I can remember them because they were like cartridges that you slot in top, weren't they?
That's right. Yeah, I never had one of them. I had the Nintendo, mate.
I've got two upstairs, me in a cupboard.
That's a
Oh yeah, recipe for it. Yeah, exactly. That's if you can get your balance on them in first place, Bria.
them proper Sedgways, you don't need balance. They've got special things in it.
Yeah, I'm on about them with just two wheels.
Yeah.
And they all lit up, but they were like you got to get your balance and you'd be away. And I'm thinking now.
Yeah, there's a girl out here that comes out with here with one.
Didn't PlayStation make the cube? Were it a cube thing?
Oh, that was Nintendo.
Nintendo,
That was Nintendo. I didn't know whether it was Nintendo or PlayStation.
The first one where you had to have cartridges sticking like that and go down.
Because that was a cartridge one as well, weren't it?
Then they made a Super NES and they made about 3 or 4. But apparently that cube was supposed to be absolutely shit. That never got off the ground, that cube.
But yeah, you know, I sort of heard a few, but you know, I didn't know whether it were a Nintendo or PlayStation or whatever. But I don't think PlayStation come into thing till a bit later on.
PlayStation, I mean, first time PlayStation, when a PlayStation, just normal PlayStation was called, there was a little black thing like that. That big black thing it was. And then they did a slimline one. And then they came to the smaller version, which was a grey one.
Yeah.
Then it went after that, it was PlayStation, whatever. Then from PlayStation 3, 4, 5, you know.
Bria said it was called GameCube. I don't think that took off at ground though.
It did. Never did.
That was it, yeah. That was it. It had the extra. It had 4 controller inputs on it, like they were round with little pegs in.
Yeah, that never got off the ground, that.
I mean, when you think about it, our technology's come along, you know, from these bulky, great big cassette things that you stick in games to now it's either a disc drive or you can download it digitally.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's mental. Absolutely crazy.
You know what I mean? And it just shows through the ages, you know, I mean, look, mobile phones now. Who'd have thought when first mobile phones come out, you could send pictures, you could talk to somebody like on you know, face to face on your mobile phone, you know, GPS.
Yeah, everything.
And you know, who would have thought that when these first, you know,
ever came out?
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
You know, my recollection of my first mobile, it were a Nokia, I think it were, and it was just basically you could phone or you could text, and that were it.
Mine was Nokia.
I play Snake on it.
Yeah, mine was Nokia slab. Nokia.
Yeah, that will be our very first one I can recollect having were a Nokia. I don't know what model it were.
I had a Nokia with aerial. Hello. Half a telephone.
But yeah, you know what I mean, and you know you'd talk on it or text people, and that was it. You know, not like today. You can do everything on your mobile phone.
Bloody hell.
I'll go till about 15:15, and then I'll call it a night.
Well.
So
Jeanette, bloody hell.
I know. Makes you feel old though, don't it, Stuart?
Bloody don't have. But I look at this generation, Jane, I'm thinking, I'm glad I was born in that generation. I wouldn't like to be in this generation now.
That's it.
This generation is absolutely opposite. I can't imagine what another 30 years ago bring. And about flying cars, flying everything. Oh, I tell you.
But well, I mean, they've got driverless ones, Tim, if that's any consolation.
Go flying cars, you'll be so much here, mate.
But yeah.
Oh, I tell you, it'd be crazy.
But you know, same as Stuart says, we were born in that age where there were no mobile phones. I mean, we even thought it were a novelty having an arse phone. So,
you're rich as shit on the house phone. You're a posh. You were a snobby on the house phone.
Yeah.
The international network can now handle the data speed. Well, that's it. That's it. But you know, first arse phone we had were one of them. You know, with ding, and then you go ding, and
yeah, remember them.
And the very first time we had a house phone, me, my sister, and my brother used to fight to get to the phone to answer it. It was that much of a novelty.
Pause again. You'd look like an owl, wouldn't you? Yeah, hello.
We'd fight over who were going to answer the phone. So things have changed so much since we were kids.
Made up with house where you had to shout, wouldn't it? Are you coming out tonight? Yeah, I'll be out in 20 minutes. Fucking not playing with you, you're the cunt.
Anyway, on that note, guys, I am going to call it a night.
Bye, everybody.
Will you be live tomorrow, Richard?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so be there or
be square.
Be square.
Get Richard's live tomorrow night. So
I'll see you tomorrow night, Richard. I'll see you, mate.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye all.
Bye.